What's going on, everybody? It's Buster, and I hope you had an awesome new year and that you got to spend some time with your family. And I am coming to you live here New Year's Day evening. It's about 10 o'clock, getting ready to go to bed and go to work for the first time here in almost 2 weeks I've had off. So I am ready to get back to the normal daily routine, but I wanted to bring you guys this video tonight as I had promised I would. This is the official first video. I know I did a quick little sneak peek on the drive home from the movies the other night, but I wanted to start everything off today in the new year 2018. I know it's a little cliche to do it as a New Year's Day video, but here we are. And so first I wanted to thank everybody. I put everything out a few days earlier than planned, and it's amazing. There's already almost, I don't know, over 100 likes on Facebook. Got a couple hundred views on YouTube already. Some subscribers came out of nowhere. So if any of you guys here are subscribed, that's awesome. If not, feel free to click the subscribe button and the little bell icon. You'll get notified whenever I post videos. I'm going to be posting about once a week is going to be the plan, to do it every weekend. Don't hold me to that, but I'm going to try. And yeah, I'm really excited. So the point of the video today is to answer 4 questions about why. So for anyone who doesn't know, I'm having a vertical sleeve gastrectomy, the sleeve surgery. It's a weight loss surgery. I'm having the surgery on February 5th in Trophy Club at Baylor. Dr. Adam Smith is the doctor from Ultimate Bariatrics. And so yeah, we're getting underway here. So this video is I really wanted to answer 4 questions that I've been getting a lot from people, and it's kind of the 4 whys. And so the first question is, why am I having surgery? Can't you just lose weight by, eat great, lose weight, that kind of thing? The second one is, why vertical sleeve gastrectomy? Why VSG and not a gastric bypass or lap band or a duodenal switch? And then the third question is, why now? And then the fourth question is, why am I sharing this with all of you? So the first one, why weight loss surgery, and why not, going on a diet or any of those sort of things? And the short answer to that is, I've done those things. I've done them a lot since I was probably 14 years old. And I've been successful and then unsuccessful. Probably my greatest success was back in 2011. I weighed in January 2011, I weighed 408 pounds. And that was a light bulb moment for me that I had to do something. And so I went and saw a doctor, and I took phentermine and went on a very low calorie diet. And over the course of about a year, I lost 100 pounds. And I kept it off for a long time until I had the knee surgery happen. And for anyone who doesn't know, in 2013, I tore my patellar tendon in my left knee. I was a youth pastor, and we were playing games, and evidently I was not 15 anymore. And so that turned into a year of having surgeries. And I had a surgery in, I think it was March of that year. As soon as I started walking, after about, I think it was 6 weeks after surgery, I was able to start putting weight on it and walking again. And I was getting in my car in the driveway at my house to go back to work one day, and I fell and tore the tendon again. The surgery, the initial surgery didn't hold. I found out after the fact that it was a botched surgery, that the surgeon who had done the first surgery did not properly repair the knee. And so we had to have surgery again, and that was a 2-surgery ordeal that took me until about August of that year. And then we were doing physical therapy, getting ready to go. I was almost back to full strength with my left knee, 3 surgeries in, and a lot of physical therapy. And I had gotten back to the office one afternoon in October. I was supposed to get married in November of 2013. And in October, I fell and tore up my right knee. And At that point, my left knee wasn't strong enough to be the dominant knee, and so I was in a wheelchair for about 4 months. And anyone who was around back then knows what an ordeal that was. I mean, it completely took me out. It really did. I was unable to do even basic personal hygiene without assistance, which was really not fun. Houses aren't designed for wheelchair access, and so even just getting into the bathroom to take a shower, those sort of things required, creativity and using an office chair instead of the wheelchair so I could get into the bathroom and all this sort of thing. So anyway, it really just was a rough time, and that lasted about a year. And over the course of that year, I started to gain the weight back. I wasn't able to be active, and some depression, some other things kicked in, and that just started this landslide that has turned into, fast forward now to 2018, January 2018, I weighed in last month at 506.4 pounds, and that's a lot. And human body's not made to do that. And I've done everything from working out. I have a personal trainer. He's awesome, Kyle, shout out. And we're going to get back to doing that as soon as I get into a position where I can do that. And right now, I'm in a position where even getting up and walking to go to the bathroom, it gets me out of breath. And so surgery is it's kind of the only thing we can do at this point. I've done all the other things. And so I definitely appreciate everyone who, asks me if I've, thought about just eating right to lose weight. And of course I have. No one wants to go have weight loss surgery. But I guess I'm going to go ahead and jump to the third question, and we'll come back to the second one. The question of why now, because it really ties into why I have surgery at all. Why now is I've been looking into this for a little over a year. My mom, God bless her, has the patience like you wouldn't believe. She reached out to me about a year and a half ago and asked me if I'd ever even heard of the sleeve surgery. I had been pretty resistant to the lap band and some other things, but the sleeve surgery was presented, and she sent me some photos of a friend of hers that had done it and was very successful, and it was appealing until I looked into what it was. And I realized that they go in and they cut out 80% of your stomach, and it's permanent, and it means that you have to make some changes that I wasn't prepared to make. And so it took me about a year and a half really. After she proposed that to me, my family and we all sat down, and Ed, my best friend, we all sat down and had an intervention really, where we really talked. And this was last year, 2016, not 2017. Last year. Now that it's 2018, but we sat down and we had some conversations about did I want to live past 35? Did I want to live to be 40? Do I want to have kids and all those things? And it was a hard conversation, but a good one. And so that started me on the path towards doing this, and it really kind of culminated into this year, 2017, I guess last year now. I will try to quit saying that, but it's only been a couple hours of 2018, so... But anyway, so last year, in the middle of the year, I woke up one morning with a blind spot in my left eye. And I went to the eye doctor, and long story short, we ended up, through some testing and everything, determined that I have severe obstructive sleep apnea, and that was causing my blood pressure to rise at night. During the day, I have great, all of my numbers are fantastic. I just had blood work done, and everything's good. But at nighttime, my blood pressure was going really high. And after I did my sleep study, I found out that my O2 levels were dropping to 70% at night. And if you don't know, 70% oxygen level is when things like organ failure start happening. So literally every night when I went to sleep, I was killing myself slowly. And so I just came to the point where... diet and exercise are awesome, and I fully support those things. And if you know anything about VSG, you know that you have to have the right diet or it doesn't work. And eventually I'll add exercising back in. I'll have to. The surgery is a great way to get started, and it's a great, I hate the term tool, but it is a tool. And anyway, so yeah, and then here just in October, I got really sick and ended up in the hospital, and had to have my gallbladder removed with an emergency surgery. And it was just very eye-opening to let me know that it's time to do something. And so we had been tossing around the idea of surgery and discussing it, and after when the gallbladder came out, that was the moment to let me know it's time. And so that's why now, and that's why surgery, and not just diet and exercise. Although, hear me, diet and exercise are going to be a part of what's going on here. So I've already got those things lined up. Part of the surgery is meeting regularly with a nutritionist. So I actually meet with the nutritionist on January 9th. And then, like I said, I have a personal trainer that I've worked with in the past that is very good at holding me accountable, because we work together and we have a gym at the office. And so my lunch breaks will be spent going to the gym once we get this thing underway. So coming soon, you'll be seeing some videos from the gym and all of that sort of thing. So, but anyway, so that's why surgery, and that's why now. The next question is, why a VSG, and why not gastric bypass and or the lap band? The lap band's easy. I'm too big for the lap band. I don't qualify. They want your BMI to be much lower than mine is. And so my BMI is over 70. And so for sure, the only options I have are VSG, gastric bypass, or a duodenal switch. And my surgeon recommended not the gastric bypass. He said if I wanted to do anything that had a bypass, he would recommend the duodenal switch, but he thinks the sleeve is the way to start. And so we're going to do the sleeve. If the good thing about the sleeve is the sleeve actually came to be as part of the duodenal switch surgery. And so if we determine that we need to add the D-switch to the sleeve, we can always do that. But the reason not the D-switch now is, in reading about it, one, the sleeve is very successful, and average weight loss is about 60% of your excess body weight, which for me would be almost 200 pounds of excess body weight. That would be the average weight lost from the surgery, and I'm confident that we'll see at least that, and I intend on seeing more than that. But anyway, and with the duodenal switch, there are a lot of things. They bypass almost half of your intestinal tract, and so what it does beyond what the sleeve does is it creates malabsorption, and that creates a whole different arena of management and issues down the line for things like vitamin deficiencies and making sure you get the right nutrients. And so it's there if we need it, but my wife and I really talked about it a lot, and we went through and watched all the videos and everything from the surgeons, and talked with the surgeons and talked with our family, and we've all decided that the sleeve is the surgery for me. And we've got the D-switch as an option down the line. So if it's needed, it's there, but I don't think it will be. And then the last question I've been asked is why I'm sharing this with you guys. And so really there's a lot of reasons. One, talking through this stuff and processing it, it's kind of therapeutic in and of itself. So part of it's for me, to be able to kind of to share and to get things off my chest. You guys are kind of like a counselor that doesn't talk back. But anyway, so that's part of the reason. The other reason is I want to share this with my family and friends, people who want to stay up to date on what's going on. And then probably the biggest reason is that, there's several people, and I won't name drop them all right now, but, it's people I follow on YouTube. I'm subscribed to a lot of you guys. and on Instagram. I follow a lot of you there too. But a lot of the people who share their stories are the reason why I'm where I am today. Uh, if it weren't for the guys and gals who've shared their stories, I don't know that I would have made this decision. And so thank you to all of you who've shared your story. It's every one of you that I follow, and I've watched tons of your videos, and I'm very thankful for you guys being brave and willing to share your stories. And I hope to just be able to add another voice to the community. I hope, if there's somebody out there who's in the position I was in a year ago who, didn't want to hear their family tell them that they thought they might die, just to tell you that we've been there. And, I'm just hopeful that this series and this video series, for the next year or two, or however long this thing goes, will serve somebody and will help somebody know that there's hope, because there is. If you're breathing, there's hope. And so that's why we're doing this. That's why I'm sharing with you guys. And the last part is, a year from now, I want to look back and remember this. I want to remember what I was thinking and feeling, and how all this stuff went down. So anyway, there's that. This video went a little longer than I planned on it going, but if you're still tuned in and still listening, I'd certainly invite you to subscribe to the channel. Go on this journey with me. We're a little over a month out from surgery, 34 days to be exact, and it's coming quick. I'm excited and nervous and ready to go. And so I really appreciate all you guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.